are live, and Steve and I got the camera, like the phone is right up in front of you, and there's people up there watching you, okay? So they're looking at you right now, talking to you. So can you say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
You guys, this is Steven Reiser, and Steven and I have been friends for 30 years.
Yeah.
I saw him playing at the mall one time at Valley River Center.
Yep.
And so I started looking around at people to see who was the person who was madly in love with that kid. And it was your grandma.
Yeah.
And she was over there, and I ran up to his grandma and I said, "Who is this kid? I need to do a story on him." And we did a story on him. And Steve and I have been friends ever since. We used to go, and he'd accompany me when we'd go, and I'd sing at places. So Steven is autistic.
Yep.
He is blind. And he is a savant, so he can hear a song a couple of times and turn around and play it just like he heard it, and he knows all the words.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, and I even I play at a retirement home, a nursing home called Farmington Square.
Yeah.
And I ride the bus over there, too.
And you play here at the hospital twice a week or once a week?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. And Stephen he's with Willamette Lane, goes and has a bunch of friends, and you guys go to different he's everywhere. I saw him one time, we were up at Belknap Hot Springs.
Yeah, Belknap Hot Springs, I remember.
And Stephen and a bunch of his friends were up there, so he's super active in the community, goes to the gym. Now you come here to the cardiac unit, don't you?
Yes, I do, with Hal, with my dad.
So he comes with his dad, and he comes in here and does his thing. So anyway, Stephen, we wanted to show him off to you because he's so amazing and he's so great. And so Kiefer Mazda, Ron Sturry, was married to Stephen's cousin. So when I told him I wanted to do something with Stephen, Ron says, "I'll sponsor it. We'll do that show." So
that's the song I played for my cousin, Sherry Baby.
You did play Sherry Baby, and then he played Michelle for his mom, and Stephen and I were getting to sing a little bit and do some stuff as well. And so before you, don't play for a minute, because it's really, it's loud, and I want to go talk to your mom before she has to go, because she has to go to work.
Okay.
So stay here and just hold that. Okay, hold tight. Can you do that?
Hold tight.
But yeah, you are such a nut. Okay, so Steven's being a smart aleck. Does that surprise you? Excuse me, I'm sorry. So you guys, okay, so this is how it works, Michelle. This is Michelle.
Okay.
So this is Steven's mom, and she loves to be on camera. I had to pay her $450,000 to get her here, to come here like this. Now, tell me about Steven, so folks know what Steven's about.
Steven's about music.
He really is.
He loves to play music. It's his form of communication most of the time.
And when did you discover he could do this?
When he was going to school for the blind, they told me, he can play piano. And I didn't know, because we didn't have a piano. So we got a piano. And then he plays by ear. He did take some lessons to learn some better fingerings, but everything he hears, he can usually play.
So this is his way of communicating.
Yes.
So you were saying when his biological father passed away, that he played. He couldn't talk about what that was. So
right. So he went to the piano and he played some songs that were appropriate about someone passing away.
So what have you learned being the mother of such an interesting young man, who's now 39 years old?
Well, thanks a lot, Rick. Now you gave away my age.
That's right.
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot with patience. I've learned a lot with, he's very literal, so sometimes what I say, he takes it totally different than what I actually mean. But he's taught me a lot, and I would say pretty much everything in my life is kind of centered around him, so.
He's your baby.
Oh, yeah. One and only.
Well, then there's that guy over there, too.
That's another story.
That's Hal. That's a whole nother story. We'd have to have a whole 30 minutes for that one, right?
Definitely.
So thanks for doing this and coming in and talking to us.
No problem.
Okay, so hold
Thanks,
on, guys.
Rick.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, Ronald. So, you guys, this is Ron Sturry. So,
hello.
When you first, you guys really see him normally on a paddleboard falling off. When you first met Steven, you had no clue.
No, I had absolutely no clue what talents that he had at all.
How does that change? Because you and I have talked. Ron's a good friend of mine. He's with Kiefer Mazda. And you know what? He's the manager of the service department, and we're not going to talk about service. No. We're just going to talk about Steven.
Steven.
So when it kind of changed the way you saw people with different abilities.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got you got to have a great deal of understanding that disabilities are at face value. They're really not a disability. I think sometimes someone with a disability is actually better than me, for sure. Like Stephen's a great example. I would love to have his gifts. I think we take advantage of things that we shouldn't take advantage of. And Stephen's just a prime example of someone who really isn't disabled.
Do you see people differently now when you walk on? I mean, just other people. Are you less judgmental?
Oh yeah. There's been in the past. I think about. I feel horrible. Thinking about how I interacted with people when I was younger because I didn't really know. Someone different I thought was a bad thing, and now I look at it and it's like, I wish we could be educated in understanding that there's the people like. They're just people. They're just like us.
Right.
They're people.
So you guys, thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
That beard's coming along nicely too.
Day 3.
Yeah, he's getting
No shave November.
beard oil.
Beard oil.
Beard oil. So we're gonna go back over here, Stephen. Stephen, hold on. I'm coming. Okay, you guys. For those of you who just tuned in, this is the man of the hour. This is Stephen Reiser, and how do you even know, Stephen, how come you can do this?
I just started playing since I was 3 years old.
You started plunking on a little piano, huh?
Yeah.
And so Stephen used to go to, I'd bring him along with me when I go speaking, and he'd be my accompanist when we'd play music and stuff.
I remember I'd run into it over at the other gym at International Fitness at Gateway.
You were like a character over there.
Yeah.
Stephen was there. He'd be out on his bike, riding his bike and having a good time. And
remember the guy named Dick over there?
I do remember the guy named Dick over there. I do.
Yeah. If you see him, tell him I said hi and that I play over here. If he'd like to come hear me play.
Okay. So you got Steve. Got you. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. It's just so real. You know what I mean? When you see people's gifts, huh?
Yeah.
And you're a funny guy.
Yep.
You're an amazing guy.
Yeah.
Stephen's been playing, and here's what's so sensitive about people like, especially like with Stephen. Stephen remembers what I like, and he's been playing like Dan Fogelberg songs practically the whole time we've been here.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to say, Stephen would not say to me, hey Rick, I'm going to play some Dan Fogelberg songs. And instead, he does it, and then it makes you have to think, oh my God, that's him saying how much he cares about me, is by hearing those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it causes people like us to have to think harder. And because you are more human, Will Dinwiddle went to school with you. He used to train you at 24-Hour Fitness at the gym. He said you're a stud.
Yeah.
You remember Will? He was a really big guy.
There's a will, there's a way.
That's another thing Stephen is. Super corny. So you should play something we know.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
All right, so we're going to have Stephen play something we know. I might sing along with him a little bit.
All right.
What are you going to play? Simon and Garfunkel?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Stephen.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about, I'm sitting here while you're playing and I'm watching people walk by and they look kind of like they're sick, and I know you can't see them, but there's people that walk by you that are kind of sick and they look over at you and they smile. So do you think you're making people feel a lot better?
Yes, I am.
I think you are too. Hey, you know New York, New York, don't you?
Yes, I do. I play that here too.
Can you do it lower?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it with you, just for
Okay.
fun. No, it starts with yeah. Tell me when to go.
Okay, go.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the heart of it in old New York. I want to wake up in the city that doesn't sleep, to find I'm king of the hill, I'm top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Now, Stephen, take it away. Tell me when to come in again, okay?
Okay.
Right now?
Yep.
I want to wake up in the city that doesn't sleep, to find I'm king of the hill, head of the list. Did I go too soon? I did, didn't I? These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. It's up to you, New York.
You know, he slowed it down for you and rebooted it.
You're awesome, Stephen. That is so fun.
Yeah.
Stephen, thank you so much for letting us come and bother you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I don't know if you're supposed to sing at the hospital, so if you get in trouble, I'm sorry. Because I'm going to run really fast and get out of here. Can you say bye to everybody?
Bye, everybody.
All right, you guys, so you can find him at Farmington Square. He plays, and he also plays here at Riverbend at Peace Health. And they can tell you the schedule when you call in and find out. So thanks again, Ron Story and Kiefer Mazda, for caring about the community and caring about people like Stephen. and just all the rest of us. And thank you for the people at Sacred Heart and Riverbend who made this possible for us so we could do this today. They were very patient and good to us to let us do it. And thanks to your mom and Hal for coming down and doing that as well.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Oh, Stephen, it was a pleasure to be here.
But yeah, I've heard people play violins here before too, or
they play violins,
cellos
and violins, so all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's okay. It's okay if you sing.
Oh, so it's okay if I sing? Are you saying I sound like a cello? You'd be nice. I'm not going to let him have any more time. So you guys, if you take this,
played the cello.
She played the cello.
Yeah.
So you guys take this and share it on your page. Let people know. Tell them you saw an amazing young man today. Young man, I use that term lightly, Mr. 39-year-old. But that you saw that, and also it helps all of us anyway. So if you spread that around, this afternoon we're going to take a whole different realm. We're going to be there's a fight tonight over at Willamette Lane, and we're going to be at the weigh-in today at 2:00. So we go from Sweet Stephen to guys without shirts on punching each other and doing all kinds of stuff. So we have a very full day today. So anyway, you guys, thanks for being with us. We'll see you at 2:00. All right, goodbye.